EA Sports, in conjunction with the R&A, present the final major championship of the year. Today, from the old course at St. Andrews, live second round coverage of the 150th Open. Things starting to slowly take shape here on this Friday. For some, it is a race for the top prize. For others, it's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. We've currently got a tie at the top at 5 under par. Included among them is the golfer we'll be watching, as this should prove to be a compelling round of golf. Round 2 of the Open Championship at St. Andrews, and Frank, as we well know, this course can change dramatically depending on the date. We're curious, how do you handle this sort of discrepancy in tee times from Thursday to Friday?
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, Rich. That's what a lot of people don't realize. You can have like what we call early, which is like 6:30 off, first off in the morning, and then you get about 11 o'clock tee off time the next day. Or conversely, you can be just before 11 and then tee off at 4 o'clock. You would think that's the worst possible draw. But sometimes the wind just abates in the afternoon, and you can get very, very lucky with almost no wind for 4 or 5 hours. And that is the key, especially in a golf course like St. Andrews.
So not a whole lot left to go here as he'll set up his second for this par 4. Okay, it's not stone dead, but that's not too bad. This from about 10 feet. Yeah, that's a good putt. It's a birdie here at 1. And with it, he'll take over the top spot on the leaderboard here on this Friday. Well, here you get a real taste of what the old course will be all about. The double greens, the 411-yard par 4 second. The ideal spot, you want to be just to the right. There's so many famous bunkers here, but this one is well known. It's called Chief's Bunker. This up the right side off the tee. That one going to be in great shape. So following the birdie at 1, a solid drive here at the second. We need to recheck the yardage after that one. That's on the green, but not a real good shot. Well, Iona's had a good look. Now this for birdie.
Yeah, a lot of right to left movement in this first 2/3 of the way, and then it'll start to straighten out in the end.
Nope, didn't see the break, and that slides by to the left. Okay, it's a bogey here at the second. And he'll fall back to 5 under. On the tee box here at the third now, Frank, all of these holes look relatively straightforward. Can a golfer get lured in kind of a false sense of security off the tee here at the old course?
Well, you can. This hole, the third hole, even shorter than the second, so reachable. But a lot of people tend to bail out towards the left. That's the middle of the golf course. And that leaves you a devilish little pitch or short wedge across that big gaping bunker that protects both the third and the 15th green. So once again, I want to drive the ball down the right side, but there's a series of pot bunkers there.
Good shot coming off bogey at the second. That's going to be in the fairway. So the great tee shot left him here. Now his second from relatively close range. Oh, it doesn't hurt to leave it short when you do that. Well done. That is a birdie from off the green. Frank, the challenge begins to intensify here at the fourth.
Yeah, a bit risky if you try and hit it down the right side. Just about every player I've seen over the years has sort of aired a little bit to the left. That's a safer tee shot. But it does set up a very daunting second.
That, a good-looking shot there. Well placed in the fairway. Second shot coming up. Just 97 yards left to the flagstick. In golf, you know, you've heard the term mulligan. You'd love that, a do-over there, wouldn't you? I mean, that's just, that's very poor from that range. Yeah, that's a pretty good effort right there. We've seen others leave that putt much shorter than that. That's in. It is a good par here at number 4. And this will remain a one-shot advantage. We come now to the 5th, the first par 5 on the front side here at St. Andrews. 514-yard hole that ends at a green that is 100 yards deep. Avoid the Seven Sisters bunkers off the tee, and reaching into is a possibility if the weather cooperates.
Huge tee shot on this par 5, and it really opens up the hole.
Definitely within range of getting home in two. This, his second. Got every bit of that, threw it all the way there and got it to stop. Home in two on the par 5. That would have been a good one to convert on. Instead, that'll be left for birdie. Nicely played. It's a birdie at the 5th. And he's going to move to 7 under par, 2 under on the day. Here we are now at the 374-yard par 4-6. It's a blind tee shot over a mound. The key here, avoiding the coffin bunkers on the left and a series of bunkers on the right. Solid, a good drive in the fairway. The big drive got him here. Now a short one for his second. Okay, not particularly close, but a chance for the putter to do its thing. We turn to Nota Begay III for this look at birdie.
And this is a putt players love to see, uphill, slightly right to left.
Good speed there. That'll leave just a couple of feet. Safely in for par here at the 6th. And this will stay a one-shot lead. Now, 7th hole here at the Old Course, Frank.
Ideal line, just hit your tee shot over the March stone. The bunker on the 11th green actually often comes into play, called the shell bunker. So anything a little bit wide of that, but very difficult green for the approach shot coming up. You could risk driver, but why? Just hit 3-wood down there, leave a nice yardage, knock it on the green, maybe make birdie.
Put himself in an excellent position. Keyboards, 88 yards. Really good opportunity here. Second shot.
Oh, it's come out of the gates today beautifully, and there is another chance.
A 5-footer now for birdie. Yes, runs that one right in. It's a birdie here at the 7th. And that's going to move him to 8 under. The 8th hole at 166 yards is not long, but you can see it has that bunker guarding the front of the green. If you do not clear that, you're in a world of trouble. That one safely on the putting surface. Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
It's all about the start line for this kind of putt. It's going to be played out to the left-hand side if he wants a chance, and it's going to be lightning quick in the last section.
That's going to wander off to the right, leave maybe 2-3 feet coming back. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he's going to remain at 8 under. Rounding out the opening 9 here at St. Andrews. And Frank, this par 4 features a couple of fairway bunkers that players will have to contend with.
Yeah, this is a fun hole when you first stand on that tee and look at it. You see those bunkers smack bang in the middle of the fairway. The last bunker there in the middle is called the end hole. This hole is called the end. But this green, too, is so flat, very, very difficult to read. But if you get there, pull the head cover off the driver. Remember, this is the only chance you get to play the old course.
Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. So from right around 80 yards or so, this is second.
Well, Rich, I didn't expect this sort of fireworks here today, but already with some birdies on the card and another one here by the looks of things.
Not much more than a tap in there. It is a birdie at the 9th, and he's going to go out in 32, 4 under par. As we begin the backside here at St. Andrews, you can really feel the history. This hole named in honor of the legendary Bobby Jones, who won the 1927 Open and the 1930 Amateur. Obviously, 1930 was his Grand Slam year. Retired, by the way, at the age of 28. And then founded and built with Alistair McKenzie Augusta National. So a little bit of history lesson as you play this 340-yard par 4 10th. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Not your standard approach here. This his second from behind the green. A dead-on look here for birdie. Okay, well done. A couple of birdies here sandwiched around the turn at 9 and 10. And he's opened up a 2-shot lead here in round 2. Hole number 11, the Eden, is really the finest medium-length one-shotter in all of golf, isn't it, Frank?
Well, this hole's been copied by many an architect. The reason why is it's normally very, very difficult to make a hole of this length, or should I say this short, so difficult. But they've managed to do that here at Eden with that Strath bunker in the front and the severe sloping on either side of that bunker.
That can really be brutal, can it?
It certainly does. And if you have any doubt there, you'll come unstuck at 11.
Okay, that's a good shot. Front left portion of the green and a birdie opportunity coming up. Now this for another birdie.
A great deal of success on the greens thus far, but this one's going to be a challenge.
No, kind of underread that one, and it winds up missing below the hole. So that brushed in for par here at 11. And he's going to hold on to that 3-shot lead. Now at the 12th, and Frank, when you put the peg in the ground here, are you licking your chops?
Well, you are, unless you're playing into a head breeze. Because if you are playing a head breeze, then you've got to worry about the 4 bunkers that are in the middle of this fairway. Touch of help, or if you're a long hitter, then all you've got to do is worry about that little pot bunker just short of this green. There is gorse left and right, though.
Oh, this is going to be way down there. Drivable par 4, not for most in this field, but for this guy, yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot. Nope, that's going to be short, and that is hardly no stress from there. Chance now for another birdie. Okay, that'll help the cause. It's a birdie here at number 12. And he's now the leader by 4 here on this Friday. Here at the par 4 13th hole at the Old Course, Frank, what's the best play, power, or do you go with precision?
And you'd like a nice mixture of both there, Rich. You can take those coffins out of play. That's the name for those series of bunkers sort of down the middle. Then obviously you've got a much shorter shot coming in. And then you've got a chance to actually have a full view of this green.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green.
And a good approach shot, just not quite as close as what you'd like, but still solid.
A long one coming up here for birdie. Nicely done. 2 straight birdies here early on this backside. And he gets it to 12 under par. Frank, you can actually play this 14th hole by taking a detour to another hole on the front side. Explain.
Yeah, that's the 4th hole. The 4th hole is adjacent to the 14th. And if you're in a little bit of trouble off the tee, there's nothing wrong with playing the 14th as a zigzag style par 5. So that means the drive, if it doesn't go down the right, you go further left and then back to the green. But it's a safer way, but a much longer option.
Is starting up the right side. He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there. Frank, there's a perfect example of the difference in the way the game is played in Scotland and the way it's played in the United States. In the U.S., in the air, you fly the ball to the whole location. Here, you play that baby right on the ground. That was well done.
Yeah, the biggest problem is when is the ball going to stop? That's what you have to judge.
Now this for another birdie. That's how you play this 14th hole. That's in for birdie. And he has now moved 5 clear of the field here in round 2. Frank, the 15th here at the Old Course, just a classic example of links golf, where you might be aiming for something that isn't even on the golf course.
Exactly. There's a nice line there in between the 2 humps that you can see in front of you off the tee. If you keep looking down, you'll see the church steeple. That's the perfect line for the tee shot. Got to be careful with the second shot coming up. You see the 16th tee and out of bounds to the right of this green, and that little pot bunker that protects the front.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. He'll be factoring in this breeze in his face as he sets for a second. Here we go.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
11 feet away. Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And the lead swells to 6 here on this Friday. We begin the closing stretch here at St. Andrews at the challenging 381-yard par 4 16. 2 options here. Play it safer and aim down the left side, avoiding a cluster of bunkers known as Principal's Nose, or aim right and risk going out of bounds. This one working up the right side. Yeah, why not? Another great tee shot. And maybe a chance now to go after what would be a 5th consecutive birdie. So after that bomb of a drive, this his second to the par 4. Okay, not too bad there. Chance now for another birdie. A good opportunity lost there. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16. And he's going to maintain that substantial lead. Frank, this is sort of bizarre. You're standing on the tee at the Road Hole, one of the most famous par fours in the sport, and you're aiming for a hotel?
Well, you're aiming over a series of letters that say the Old Course Hotel. If you can hit it exactly over that U, then you will be in the right place, which hopefully is down the middle of the fairway. You avoid that heather on the left. That bunker up ahead, the Road Hole bunker, you remember David Duval? He got stuck in there. Years ago, Tommy Nakajima, he could hardly ever get that ball out, and in the end succumbed, I think, to double figures. So the hole has more than one way to trap you, so stay away from the road and the Road Hole.
Gotta think this an extra half club or more as he sets for his second into the wind.
Just a beautiful performance, and this round looks like it's going to get even better. Just a beautiful iron shot. The sound off that club face.
Nicely done. A birdie finished off here at 17. And he moves to 15 under. Headed for home now with a Royal and Ancient behind the green. Chance to cross the Swilken Bridge, just as Jack Nicklaus did, as Arnold Palmer did, as so many of the legends of the sport have done. This is a special place in the game. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. From the fairway, Iona, this his second.
Well, it was an impressive effort off the tee, but here we are in the Valley of Sin. A piece of land that's fraught with enough history to earn its own biblical surname.
Now this for another birdie. Yeah, that's how to end it. Back-to-back birdies at 17 and 18. So far, so good for our featured golfer. Going to be going to bed tonight with a 36-hole lead here, trying to win that first major.
Half of the tournament in the books. It's always a compelling stage, Rich. You know, half the field's nearly out of it. But a featured player, very